close.
Kind of close. Had to mute my phone so you guys wouldn't hear all my suitors.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are ya?
Jeffree Star's gonna sue us.
Oh, I always think of SpongeBob when I hear that.
Oh.
When he's trying to be normal, he's like, hi, how are ya?
Two different moods.
Two completely different moods. Anyway, hello!
Well, howdy, welcome back to She Headbang.
The fourth episode.
The fourth one.
This is
May
our
the fourth episode be with you.
Yes. And the next episode, what are we going to say? Return of the Fifth? Revenge of the Fifth?
No, you have to do Return of the Fifth and then Revenge of the Sixth.
Okay, well, we're going to have some Star Wars
vibes come through. How are y'all? Howdy, howdy.
Hello. We got some new music for you guys. We got some music news for you guys. We might.
And White Claw, not for you guys.
We really do. Don't look here.
They're not sponsoring us, so I covered my logos.
I just turned mine away.
They're not going to be shameless plug with no money.
But yeah, so we got some new music. We got some music news.
First of all, who is this man that said, "Oh yeah, suicide my thing"? Do you have a therapist? That's what I want to know.
There's no shame in having a therapist.
You're preaching to the choir over here, girl. I love Amy. Amy, if you're watching, I love you. She already knows that. She told me that's her favorite.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway,
new music.
I struggle with a lot of things. Well, we're going to talk about those things today, Dustin. Join us. Hey, girls. Hey.
You guys are in the right place.
You're in the right place. We're getting ready to talk about some good music. Are you ready to talk about some good music?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it popping.
Let's get it popping.
Oh my God.
Did you just break your microphone?
No, I just tipped it. It's fine.
Okay.
Just a tip. I can't so glad my parents don't watch the show. Anyways, so Nothing But Thieves put out a brand new single this week. Well, last week, technically, because it's...
If I put up the right thing. Sneak preview.
Last week, called Impossible. And this is a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It's a beautiful vibe. It's really nice. New Manson, surprisingly good. It is surprisingly good, honestly. That album,
yeah.
We Are Chaos, is that what it's called? We talked about it last week, but like,
yeah.
Hey man, I'm still vibing to it. So.
If you missed that episode, you can check it on Spotify and also on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And hear what we had to say about it last week.
You can, or we can start about it right now.
I mean, okay,
so Nothing But Thieves.
Anyway, but no, I like the song Impossible.
It's really pretty.
It's so pretty.
I love his voice. It's very captivating. You know what I mean? Like, it's very strong.
I feel like it's like,
once again, for the sake of the viewers, we can hear it in our headphones. You guys just cannot. we don't want to get sued by Facebook.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks, Mark. But yeah,
I could fist fight one person.
I feel like his voice reminds me of something, but I can't think of what it is.
It almost reminds me of The Killers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I have my own band. It's called Night Vamps, and it's Gothic Vampire Screamo, heavy metal.
We love it.
Your music.
So that
we want to hear it.
Yeah, we do submissions.
We do.
Go to our website, sheheadbangs.com
/contact.
Send us your submission. We do try to do new music. So if you don't have a new release, just keep us in mind for the next time you do release some new music.
Girl. Come through.
Yeah.
I keep saying "yeah, girl," knowing I'm talking to a bunch of men.
It's a gender neutral term.
Gender neutral.
So is dude.
Dude is.
But anyway,
moving on.
It's a really good song. I really dig this song.
Beautiful.
But
the next song is really good, but it is not as beautiful. It's good. It doesn't fit the vibe of beautiful.
It doesn't fit the vibe of beautiful. You're right, but
it is good, and that is Broken Dreams Inc. by Rise Against. Rise Against put out new music. Always putting out bangers. I don't know what you guys feel about Rise Against, but like for as long as I've been hearing metal music, Rise Against has been
a bop.
Ballin'.
It is really cool too. The album that this is on, we actually talked about a little bit last week, because it's for a comic, for a Batman comic.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah, this is for the
Andy Biersack.
It's for the death metal.
I love my life.
Andy Biersack is Batman.
He is.
Again,
he's also
in our last episode.
You made my dreams.
Yes.
Cheers to you, Andy.
But it's very Rise Against. It's very classic Rise Against.
Yep.
I don't know, like, because like somebody, they do something new. It sounds a little different.
Yeah.
But it's
heavy
very
political punk. That's what I call it. Political punk. Punk.
They are rising against Broken Dreams.
Whoever they are. What did you do
It's the government.
to rise against? Because they're mad.
They're mad. They're coming for you.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
It is good.
And I love that this is for a Batman soundtrack.
It feels very bad.
It's so Batman.
It's so Batman. Bruce Wayne would love this.
Yes,
Bruce
yes.
Wayne gave his bat stamp of approval.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
We love this. We love a little bit of a weird guy over here.
Weird. That's the name of the album that this is off of.
It is. It's very convenient that I said that. Someone's like, I did it on purpose.
God Save Me, But Don't Drown Me Out by Young Blood.
Yeah, he's been a hot topic lately of us. I feel like we've talked about him a lot.
Speaking of Hot Topic.
He's probably at Hot Topic.
He probably is. He's taking over Hot Topic. He has such a Hot Topic vibe.
He is. But I never really listened to Youngblood until the past few weeks. And I really like him, actually.
Good.
It's good. He's so
I listened to
weird.
it on my road trip this weekend.
Yeah.
Abby played one of his songs, and I was like, "Is this Youngblood?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How'd you know?" I was like, "Girl,
it might be."
him."
And it's good. He's got a good voice.
He does.
Like,
he's not making it for no reason.
I mean, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
But it's very cool. I'm excited for the album. Yeah.
That'll be good. So far, so good. I mean, if the Bring Me the Horizon collab was any indication of how this album was going to go.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
All right. This next band that we have.
Who is it?
Pup.
Like a chili cheese pup, but just a pup.
It's a rotting pup.
A rotting pup. Rot by pup. Pup.
That was a good pop. I like it.
It's a good pup.
But it's very...
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's that motion.
Yeah.
That's it.
She headbangs to it.
She headbang approved.
Why don't we do approvals like that? Why don't we be like, she headbangs to this?
I would...
This is the epitome of she headbangs right here. It is this song.
What?
You can headbang.
Does it
She can,
headbang?
she will headbang to this song. That's how it is.
We can call it Does It Headbang.
Does it headbang? It do.
It do. Rot by Pup.
Pup.
It do headbang.
Get it, pup. We love you.
We love it. But it's... I don't know. I just like listening to it.
I don't want to call it heavy because I feel like that's such like it's such a common word in this industry, but like
it's so heavy.
Well, I mean it is in like an unconventional sense of like I feel like heavy can also in the industry like coincide with loud, and it's not loud, but it's heavy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
I get you. Moving on. What do we have next? Nightmares by Lithic. And they're actually an up and coming band. Sorry,
Comments are moving
really
really fast, but somebody dropped a link looking to be on the show. Email us.
Yes.
Or go to our page, sheheadbangs.com/contact and drop your information there so we can find it.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely do that. Let's see.
Sorry.
No, you're good. This is Nightmares by Lithic. We
SoCal based. This gives off such a
it does.
SoCal rock vibe.
We love it. Hannah, if you're watching, give us your SoCal opinion on this.
Yeah, girl.
My friend
where
Hannah. But it's groovy.
It is groovy.
Like it makes you want to dance.
Oh, I'm always loud. I have to have the biggest amp and a full stack.
Hey man, I get it.
Yeah.
I feel that. That's a mood.
It is mood. Big mood. Biggest mood.
The biggest mood. I'm trying to move on. There we go. It wasn't working.
Ethan Bunsen is not working.
Anyway,
Deftones.
Deftones. Who doesn't
Deftones.
love Deftones?
What?
I give up speaking.
She said, for those of you who can't hear her, who doesn't love Deftones?
I give up speaking.
All right, well, like, it's a one-man show now.
It's a
So
one-man show.
Deftones put out a song called Genesis from their upcoming studio album, Ohms. I like how they did. I like that title, though.
Yes.
I love their stocky, creepy vibe they always give off in their music.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what you listen to if you're, like, the unsub on Criminal Minds.
If you're the what?
The unsub on Criminal Minds.
The unsub?
The unsub, the unidentified suspect. Unsub. There's 12 seasons of Criminal Minds. You never watched one episode? I still don't know what MO means. If you're a Criminal Minds fan and you know what MO means, let me know. I'm pretty sure it means motive, but I'm not sure. Any Criminal Minds fans on here, let's talk about it.
Motive. I feel
MO.
like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unsub, unidentified suspect. This is what they will listen to while committing their murders.
Oh,
Because they're all psychopaths. Email is out on your Facebook. Hey, that doesn't mean I am trying to make up for something, by the way. My wife has never complained. Good for you. So our email is on our website. sheheadbangs.com.
Yes. Go there. There's also a submission form, which is probably a little bit easier. Yeah. Just fill out what it tells you to fill out. Yeah.
Yep. Follow the prompts.
And then you don't have to worry about crafting an email, which no one loves.
Nobody likes to do that.
Nobody likes that.
I'm watching myself back in the monitor, like talk with my White Claw in my hand.
Yeah, we love a good lag.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
If you're drinking, tell me what you're drinking tonight. I know it's Monday, but like,
screw it.
It's 2020. we're all drinking.
We're drinking because 2020 is almost over.
Also, I'm allowed to drink on the weekdays again.
Hey.
I was not for like a month because I competed in a CrossFit competition, and now that that is over, I'm back to drinking until my next CrossFit competition.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, all right. We have a new album by 10 Years as well.
Violent Allies.
Valent. Oh my gosh, I really cannot speak today.
It's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
It's Monday.
Violent Allies. And I love 10 Years. I feel like the more I listen to this album, the more I'm like,
yeah,
it's good. I don't know. Like, I don't have a lot of words to describe it except just it's solid.
Yeah. They remind me, like, I feel like you guys as a band kind of pull from them. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like you guys are very similar to them. Yeah.
We get some vibes from them.
Yeah. The vibes.
Misty-eyed. Plug.
The plug. I have to like lead Megan into her plugs because she doesn't know how to plug her own band.
That's fine.
So
2 new Deftones songs are better than the whole Gore album. That was not that's not like it was just me talking about it. Like, yeah. No, that was
it was a comment.
That was a comment.
I will be drinking Fireball.
Boy.
Respect.
I
can't do that anymore. Made you nervous about that last comment. Sorry, LOL. Girl, it's fine.
Girl,
what you need to post.
Girl, it's fine.
I'm sorry. I use girl as a gender neutral term.
That's good.
Everyone, even my poor boyfriend, my dad,
girl.
They're all girl.
My
dad, I'm like, girl. He's like, what?
It's like I'm not.
It's in term of endearment. We're friends.
You and your dad are friends, and then you and your boyfriend are friends. That's nice.
Yeah. Misty Eye melts your face with how awesome they are. Seal Dobbs.
Hey.
Seal Dobbs. Everybody, we're gonna quick shout out to Seal Dobbs.
We love you.
That's also my sister's. Are you her husband now? Are y'all actually married or what? I don't know. Are y'all married?
So are you?
You're supposed I don't know.
That's her significant other.
I mean, it's her fiance. If nothing else.
Yeah.
But if you're actually married now, let me know. I'm talking Indiana Jones and nauseum. Oh, okay. He's still talking about Misty. He didn't care about Melanie.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, moving on.
I
love my Fireball. I'm gonna tattoo a few people before I. Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, you do tattoos? Cool. I was gonna get one this weekend and then I fell asleep. Which leaves me at a grand total of 0. He said not yet. They're not married yet, y'all. Sorry.
All right. So moving on, we have Over Under anniversary compilation by The Standby.
Yeah, they got some demos.
The demo, previously unreleased tracks and demos and stuff. And while the songs I don't think are particularly brand new.
No, they're just demo versions.
They're just demo. Album. Yeah, it's like a new take, I guess. Yeah. But
which is cool. Like, it's nice to kind of get that like intimate like.
Yeah, but my point is like it's so good. I'm like I couldn't pass up.
Yeah.
Putting it on here.
Yeah. And they were like apparently they were like featured on like All Press and shit. I'm like, yeah, well, okay.
Nice.
And Substream, All Press and Substream, like good for you. Like that's the stuff right there.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's what you know.
And like I said last week, I'm always a really big fan of like people's album artworks. I like checking it out. And I feel like
this is cool.
It's cool. Like you got the blue and the red and they just complement each other. It's like eerie.
I love these 2 colors. You know who this reminds me of? Diamante. She does these colors. These are her like it's that like deep it's like a deep electric blue with red, which is nice.
Yeah.
But where are you guys from? This is Chicagoland, I forget. No, we are from Atlanta land.
Hey, Atlanta land.
Yeah, my newest is 4-3 on my chest. Oh, 4-3 on my chest and 1 on my face. I think I might do my wife's tattoo. That's dope.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Wife. I do. Plot twist.
Is it me?
Yes.
Just kidding. I do have a wife. Sorry.
Leo, will you marry me?
A proposal on Ariel? Oh
wow.
My gosh, y'all just got a treat. No. I'm just kidding.
At least we'll go viral for being like, wow, really awkward rejection on live TV.
Oh, I'm going to post that. That's going to be our clickbait. Awkward rejection.
Oh, God.
On Facebook Live.
Oh,
Like, that wasn't
man.
awkward at all.
So it wasn't. That's fine. Moving on. We have Fit for a King.
Fit for a King. I don't know if y'all like Fit for a King. I feel like we don't talk about them a ton. But, like, they slap hard. Yeah.
I'm vibing to their music right now, guys.
It's like
This is my dancing. I don't headbang. I just gyrate weirdly.
It's good.
It's very techy. Very techno. Or at least the particular song I'm listening to, which is God of Fire, which is a bomb song. Y'all should check it out. I mean, we wouldn't have put it on the list if it wasn't bomb. We're just gonna awkwardly jam. I love it. So they're really good. Go check them out if you don't know who Fit for a King is, which I hope.
I feel like I break my nose to the song in a mosh pit.
Yes.
Yes.
I
want you to. Fit for a King is a very underrated band. You are absolutely right, Tom.
Yeah.
They are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, and we have one more.
He said photoreal covers are great. I love like good artwork. Like we have. I feel like we talk about this every week. Like good artwork.
Yes.
It's important.
It's important.
It's
Because
important.
it draws you in before you even have a chance to listen to anything. You see the image first, and if the
it's
image
your
is good,
opportunity to like make a
picture says 1,000
visualization.
words.
You nailed it.
I did.
She did it.
I said it. We have one last new piece for everybody,
Okay.
and it's Movements.
Movements. Also very underrated bands. Movements.
Remember that time we almost opened up for them? Was it
No.
Movements?
Was that Movements?
Yeah, because they were gonna play Furnace 41. No, oh, it wasn't Movements. I'm
It was
dumb.
Monuments.
It was Monuments. Ooh,
I remember that one time you almost them for 10 years on New Year's Eve.
yeah,
They called
But-
them on
literally like 2 days
December
before.
30th.
Like, hey, can you guys play this show? And we're like, no, unfortunately, because that would have been really cool. Because, like I said, I like 10
Steel
years.
Dog wants to know what concert would you go to first once COVID is gone? Celine Dion.
No.
Abby and I were actually talking about this in the car the other day. Who was it?
I would say Nothing More.
I think. Oh yeah, they're good.
I miss them.
Nothing more. Yeah.
Johnny, if you're watching this,
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
love you.
I really wanted to go to like Louder Than Life this year.
Oh yeah, I really wanted to go to Bonnaroo this year. I know you can relate.
Sigh. Bonnaroo.
It's
I didn't like Bonnaroo.
fine.
Yeah, I agree. And Luna and I don't know how to. I feel so bad. My daughter Anastasia got me to watch you. Hi, Dizzy, and hi, Anastasia. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like that name, Anastasia.
Anastasia.
Is it Anastasia or is it Anastasia?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I've heard that before, and I was like, it caught me so off guard. I remembered it. Either way, it's beautiful. Like,
if you have not heard it, you need to check out the new album by Kingdom of Giants. If you like Fit for a King, you will love them. We will check them out.
Oh.
Absolutely.
yeah,
We'll do it.
awesome. Well, yeah. Movements. It's very good. Also,
It is good. It's not. I feel like for whatever reason, when I first heard of Movements, I was expecting them to be more of like a screamo band,
yeah,
and they're not.
yeah.
I mean, they've got like a heavier, edgy side, but
yeah,
not like they're not like Fit for a King.
yeah.
They're like a softer. Yeah, like this is literally so soft,
It's so soft.
so soft.
You could hear.
Eric says,
flies
"I'm
by.
waiting for the Lamb of God live stream." Oh, is that tonight?
Oh, hey. Oh,
You know, if you go to Bonnaroo as She Bangs, it's okay. Well, She Headbangs, but She Bangs. This is an American Idol season 2.
She bangs.
She Bangs.
Can I have that guy?
We're gonna do an episode. I think once a month we should probably. I'm going to pitch this idea to you on air right now.
Oh,
Once
no.
a month, She Headbangs after dark, and we drink more heavily than a White Claw. More heavily than a White Claw
Some
on
hard
air.
liquor.
Hard liquor, and then every time we accidentally call it She Bangs instead of She Headbangs, we have to take a shot. We would all be dead because
She
I
Bangs.
messed up so many times.
Yes.
So,
Oh, man.
anyways, yeah.
Speaking of which, though, I do want to pitch an idea out. Well, not an idea. I want to pose a question.
We want to
more
know.
so.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah, if we were to add another additional section to our show, something a little bit more fun and interactive, what would you guys want to see? What would you guys want to hear? What would you guys want to do? Like games, whatever. Let us know. Leave it in the comments. Send us a message on Facebook. Post on our
Or if you
wall.
want to get involved in the advice column, we would love to have more opinions on the advice column. I'm trying to do this behind the artwork so people can't see me shamelessly cracking open another claw.
Even though we're name dropping so hard.
It's after the real Lost Princess Anastasia. of the Romanovs was never found after her whole family was murdered. Yeah, did you know the movie Anastasia is like very watered down compared to the actual story of Anastasia? Yeah,
actually, which I feel like that's really cool. I don't know, like,
can I pull some ASMR really quick?
Oh, yeah. Oh my god!
Oh man, I love that so much.
That was really satisfying.
I can't wait to play that back.
Okay, trivia contest between you two. Oh.
Okay.
Like music trivia or like free game.
That'd be really fun. Like, let's go ahead. Like, we'll make a post this week. You drop some I don't like we need to keep it honest, not be able to like look up the questions. Maybe we'll have someone make up trivia questions for us.
Yeah.
Speaking of trivia, did you know that Fall Out Boy and Weezer were on Family Feud?
Wait, were they on the actual show?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the actual show. Fall Out Boy and Weezer competed in a Celebrity Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
Did you know I just happened to have a banner that said that?
Wow. It's like I was trying to streamline into our next topic, and I was really good at it.
That was really
Music trivia. You got it, CL Dobbs. Music trivia.
Yes.
Emo Family Feud. I'm so sorry. I know I just like got Megan all out of order, but it was like a great...
It's fine.
It was a great like streamlined.
Honestly, it works better for me anyway.
Okay. So yeah, Fall Out Boy
really cool.
went on with Weezer. Honestly, like I love both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Emo Kings.
I have to watch
right
that.
now in the comments. Tell me, would you rather listen to Weezer or Fall Out Boy?
Yes.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
That was it.
You were gonna ask them?
Yes.
It's like we're the same person.
Oh my god. So
honestly,
guys,
we didn't plan that. We planned a lot of things, but we did not plan that.
There's a lot of things we don't plan to.
Megan kind of scares me sometimes with how much she knows about me. I'm moving back into this.
Yeah, but that's so cool. Like, and it's like the actual like TV show with Steve Harvey and everything. Yeah. I have to watch this because I'm a Weezer fan, but I'm more of a Fall Out Boy fan.
I know you are.
So
I love them both.
Yeah.
Like honestly, when I get married, if my first dance is into Island in the Sun by Weezer.
Rivers Cuomo?
Rivers Cuomo.
Is he like? I've heard he's like a weird dude.
Oh yeah, do you know follow him on Instagram?
No.
How was he? Follow him.
Did you watch the show that they were on?
I watched the snippets that are posted on YouTube.
Was he awkward?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and of course he like went against Pete. Crazy man wins. So
yes.
My idea: arm wrestle on that table, and the loser has to drink a claw as fast as they can.
Shotgun a claw.
Do you remember that game?
What
White Claw draw that we played on vacation.
Okay, we tried so hard to make this a thing.
We're gonna challenge you guys right now to play this game. It's called the White Claw draw.
Yes.
It requires 2 friends, 2 Nerf guns, and 2 White Claws. That's it.
Yep.
You stand back to back like you're in a Western shootout. You take 10 paces away from one another. You turn around, you chug your claw, and then when you're done chugging your claw, you start shooting the Nerf gun at the other person, and the first person that hits the opponent with a Nerf bullet wins the draw.
Yep.
That's how it works.
They don't win anything specific in our version, but I mean, you could have the stakes. Be like, you win a whole nother claw.
A whole nother claw.
Anyways,
that's the White Claw draw.
Anyway, that's the White
Don't take that idea from us and turn it into something big.
They're totally
going to. So mad at you.
We just put it. Okay.
I have proof that we came up with the first.
You're watching
your Instagram from like November.
Oh yeah. Boom. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I'm really old though. My daughter says my music is outdated. Well, what music do you listen to?
Yeah, tell us
about it.
Top 10 favorite bands. It's a lot of bands.
That's a lot of bands. You can go with like 5.
No,
I know sometimes
people ask me. It has to be specifically 8.
Okay. Do you ever like feel like people are always like, "Oh, you like metal? What do you listen to?" And I'm like, I have no idea.
Oh my god, that happens to me all. What's your favorite bands? I don't know. What do I listen to? It's like the second anybody asks you a question, your mind goes completely blank.
Yeah, or like it'll be sounds like a fun party game. We're gonna do that with around the candles.
I love it.
I would like to go ahead and say, for legal sake, we did not
give you
that idea, nor do we approve.
But if you happen to do it, send us a video.
Yeah, tag us in it.
I mean, if you're gonna do it anyway, I want to see it.
I want to see it. We're gonna be like those people on the beginning of that Rob Dyrdek show where they're like, "Don't attempt any of these and don't send us videos because we won't view them."
We will be.
We will view them.
We won't
not view them.
We might view them.
We might view them.
Anyway, moving on to some other news. We got so off track. It's okay. 10 years virtual concert. What? It was on Friday, the 18th.
Yeah, sure was.
I unfortunately did not catch it, but I heard it was really good, and if anybody did catch it, I want to hear about it.
I want to review before I pay for it.
Yeah.
Because I was in the car driving to Charleston.
I was at band practice. So
good for you.
Thank you. We do that sometimes.
What's the name of your band? Have you guys done anything recently?
Misty Eyed. We just released a new music video. It's really good.
What's the song called?
SOS.
Okay, where can you listen to it?
You can totally listen to it like on Spotify. I really said that really annoying. No. The band
we didn't say really annoying?
What? News.
Rock on. Okay, she said Kiss Ozzy Bon Jovi.
Okay, yeah.
Listen, I still love Ozzy.
Yeah.
God bless Ozzy.
I'm out of those three, I'm more of a Bon Jovi kind of person. But
do you like Aerosmith? Because
I love Aerosmith. You love Steven Tyler.
I mean, yeah, that comes with the territory.
I mean, yes.
Okay, ladies, have a good time. I'll send you some music and catch your show again soon. Bye, Michael.
Bye, Michael.
Cheers to you on a Monday night.
Cheers. Our stacks of White Claw.
Cheers to 10 years of virtual concert.
Yes, 10 years.
Let me know if it was good in the comments so I can go watch it.
All right, moving on. For or against them with CMFT. And for those of you who don't know, Leah, what does that stand for?
Corey MF Taylor. Are you gonna make me take this one?
Yeah, because that's your dude. Even though you don't like CMFT.
All right, y'all, we're gonna talk about Corey Taylor again, and I'm gonna have to fist fight him eventually in a parking lot.
Corey Taylor, if you're watching this,
we're gonna fist fight in a parking lot. Ozzy is a god, indeed.
Yes. That's why he's still alive.
So Corey, you gotta have something in your system to still be alive after all those years. For or against him is a live concert experience to promote the new album by Corey MF Taylor. I believe is ironically named Corey MF Taylor. Must be stopped. And he must be at this point. I don't know if anybody else is like actually enjoying his new music. If you are, I'd love to hear from you. We can start a support group.
I liked Highway 666. We talked about it last week.
It sounds like a rip off of the devil. Like Charlie Daniels died and he was like, I'm gonna rip him off. Now that he can't beat my ass in a parking lot. And now I'm gonna have to do it for Charlie Daniels.
Fun fact, my grandpa was like best friends with Charlie Daniels.
You know what? I'll do it for your grandpa then.
Please.
Maybe your grandpa will be.
My grandpa will not.
I feel like your grandpa would yell like Corey Taylor in a parking lot. No, we're gonna send your grandma. After
my
Corey
grandma.
Taylor. Your grandma.
My grandma would beat up Corey Taylor.
Let Corey Taylor know what's up.
Oh my God, she would. She'd light him up.
Oh yeah, she would.
She's a threatening woman, but she's also very kind, and I love her. Okay. But she'll fight him. She'll fight someone if she needs to.
She almost fought me that one time.
She did. This is true.
Helen. We got off on the wrong foot.
It's okay.
I'm not Megan's manager anymore. You can like me.
Love you, Mima.
Call her Mima. I call my grandma Mima.
I know.
But now she's dead.
Anyway, moving on.
Margaret, missed you. Had a hot dog the other day. Thought of you.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
She loved hot dogs.
Okay. Anyway, we got some anniversaries of some really, I want to say influential albums that came out. We have The Art of Drowning by AFI. The 20th anniversary was on the 19th. That was 20 years to the day of their release.
Nice. Peace Sells by Who's Buying? Megadeth.
Oh, love it.
34th anniversary.
34 anniversary.
34 years.
That's crazy. We have Paranoid by Black Sabbath. The 50th anniversary.
What is that? Bicentennial or whatever? Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
No, bicentennial would be like...
Girl.
No, biannual is twice a year, so bicentennial would be half 100, right? And correct me if you don't know math, or if you do know math. I don't.
Anyway, 50 years. That's really substantial. That's crazy.
Can we talk about every single one of the big five put out an album, or the big four put out an album? Megadeth, Black Sabbath, Anthrax, and then Metallica put one out. They had an anniversary last week, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
They just put out that big like symphonic deal.
Yeah.
I liked it. I don't even care. If it wasn't new music. I liked it.
Okay. But anyways, State of Euphoria by Anthrax is 32 this week.
Yeah, 32. And then a little newer. We got some Green Day.
Just this little tiny indie band called Green Day put out
They can drive. That album can drive now.
Put out an album called American Idiot, which changed the fucking game.
It really did.
Man, oh man, I remember being like 12 years old and like bumping this, being like, I feel like invincible to this album.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
Yeah. Heart of Broken Dream.
Oh,
bro, what an album. Anyways, now that we're 3 minutes over,
it's fine. We're having a good time.
We're having a good time. Having a good time.
Having a good time. This is
You're better at Freddie than I am.
I love Freddie Mercury.
All right, so this week's topic, speaking of Freddie. Well, no, he didn't
die of
that.
that.
He didn't die of this.
We're going from like a
though.
really... Okay, thank you. But he is dead.
We're coming off our
don't get
high
that
note to
confused.
talk about something very...
Serious.
I don't want to be like very serious, but it is. It's a serious thing. I love the fact that I'm supposed to be scrolling and you're just...
You always forget.
I always forget. Megan's so much better at this than I am.
I'm really good at this. It's fine.
It's her thing. I just don't want to touch it. So anyways, this week we're going to talk about suicide prevention. It is Suicide Prevention Month. The month of September is. And it's kind of a twofold conversation we're going to have where the first half of the conversation is going to be more Megan-led about how the industry has been impacted by mental health and mental illness. And
like artists themselves, yeah.
And then on the other flip side, I, as a more fan listener of music, am going to be talking about how music impacts mental health of fans. So let's get it started. It's such a heavy topic. It is.
And there's a lot to talk about, I feel like, and I kind of don't know where to start, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I feel like no matter how much time we have for this, it'll never be enough.
It'll never be enough, honestly. We could talk about this every week for the month of September and still not be enough.
Yeah, we could.
But just music and mental health in general, like, I mean, it's no surprise you listen to your favorite artists and they're pouring their hearts out, you know? And it's just a lot of times you can hear a lot of anguish.
Yeah.
You can hear, on the brighter sides of things, you can hear a lot of happiness, depending obviously on what the song is about. And it's used as such an outlet for musicians, you know? I feel like a lot of times that's why musicians become musicians, is because it's one of the best outlets for mental health, I guess, you know?
Absolutely. Art and expression are definitely less violent ways to outwardly express your emotion. I know a lot of people turn to violence and then some people turn to art.
Hey, the closest thing you need is a good mosh pit with some good heavy metal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get all that pent-up energy and mentalness out.
Absolutely.
20th anniversary of Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. I think we talked about that last week.
Is that this week?
Is it this week? No, it's like next
the first
week.
week of October, right? Or the first week of October, I believe.
I have it on my list. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't you worry, Tom.
Got you.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. Don't worry. We talk about Linkin Park a lot. So.
Yeah, we do.
But
speaking of mental health.
Speaking of mental health, wow, yeah.
Chester Bennington's a huge name that comes up all the time about it because someone who projected such a positive light for people.
Yeah.
And it really is a band where you look back on hindsight and go, he gave us so many signs.
Honestly, it's eerie to go back and listen to a lot of their old music because I don't know about anybody else, but it's the only thing I can think of whenever I listen to those lyrics. I'm like
Shadow of the Day will come on.
I get chills.
And I'm like,
just thinking about it.
Like, in the end, like, you know, he literally talks about the afterlife so much and like his legacy and what he leaves behind. And everyone was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, no one was like, hey man, you're doing okay. Like,
yeah. And it's something I feel like a lot of musicians go through, and it's a lot in the entertainment industry in general. Is there's a lot of suicide, and there's a lot of mental health, and it's such a big thing because I feel like people get into music and entertainment as an outlet, and then you know things start going well, and you start gaining a little bit of notoriety for your music and everything, and it's like this mountain. It's like, you know, you're using it as this outlet, and it keeps getting better, and you're like, okay, cool, and then you hit this peak. I feel like, or at least, you know, from what I notice of big artists, then it starts to take a negative impact on your mental health, and it's like the one thing that you were using to cope with it is now. It's now stabbing you in the back almost,
right?
Because of the way the industry is,
right? And it's like you're all like, you create this beautiful piece of art and people love it, and now instead of it being,
they demand more from you,
right, and they demand better.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do I outdo? Like, I just poured everything into this. How do I give more?
Yeah. Or people are like, oh, it's not as good as your old stuff. Or, oh, you didn't do this. Because you can't please everybody. And we talked about that a little bit.
And fans are allowed to have opinions about, you know, old and new.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give you the right to, like, dehumanize somebody.
Yeah, because, like, you have to imagine what, I mean, celebrities and musicians, like, big musicians, obviously they're people, too. They have emotions. They have feelings. And I can't even imagine what some of them go through.
Right.
Because a lot of times you can't tell unfortunately, until it's too late.
Right.
Or they keep it private, as I feel like they should.
Yeah.
You know, like, they're really struggling. Maybe it's something only their family and friends knows about.
Yeah.
So,
and I applaud, you know, artists like Billie Eilish.
Oh, my gosh.
Who is very open and vulnerable.
She gets a lot of flack for a lot of things, but I have some mad respect.
Yeah. She's very open. And I know she's not rock or metal or anything, but Dove Cameron is a singer-songwriter, and I highly recommend following her on Twitter and Instagram, because she's very open and vulnerable with her emotions, and she's gone through a ton.
Yeah.
And she uses her art to express herself, and she's very raw, and I admire that about her. And I think people overlook song lyrics being a cry for help.
Yeah, they're just like, they're either listening to it to feel good, because a lot of times you have the happiest songs that sound like you're listening to it and you're like, yeah, this is a jam. And then you read the lyrics and you're like, oh my God. Like, I feel like that always reminds me of Pumped Up Kicks.
Oh, yeah.
It's that one specifically that always is like a staple for that particular
You
type.
used the word eerie earlier, and that's exactly how that.
It really is.
It is.
Oh my gosh. But, like, I guess from the opposite point of view, from a fan's perspective, dealing with, you know, some less than ideal mental health issues, how does music help? Like,
yeah,
I guess that's a broad question, but
right. And I think, you know, as someone who consumes more, I mean, I don't create art, I don't create music, and I consume it. I think there is, it as silly as it sounds, you know, we talk about music saves us, music saves lives. Yeah. But it's genuine, it's real, it's true. And I know for me in my late teens and my early 20s, really trying to find my path, and, you know, to this day still looking, you know, trying to find my footing, and especially like early on, you know, ironically in the industry, trying to find my place in the industry. I just couldn't seem to find my footing. It you know, never seemed to be my right place, right time. And all I knew is I had this passion for music, and music's kind of what kept me off the ledge while I was trying to find my place in the music industry.
Yeah.
And it becomes you become almost reliant on the music to keep you sane. I know for me, like, there's this one song by All Time Low called Missing You. And it's basically a song, and it's the lyrics are them urging you to stick around.
Yeah.
And it's looking back on it, like, I remember crying listening to it in my young 20s because I related to it so much. And now I listen to it and I cry because
it's like a phase of your life.
Right. And you look back on it in gratitude about, like, how that song kept you from being in a far worse place.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's no surprise that's how I feel about 21 Pilots. They cover a lot of very serious topics in their songs. And again, a lot of times it doesn't sound like it's that serious.
Right.
Because of the way that they write it, which, don't get me started on the creativity of that band. But it's the same kind of deal. Like, a lot of the things that they were talking about, a lot of the things they were saying, I related to it so much. And I put their songs on repeat. Yeah. I would listen to nothing but, you know, different albums by them, different songs by them. I would listen to nothing but them for like months. You know, anytime I was really in my feels, I knew exactly which song I wanted. I knew what to turn on.
They become almost like a comfort or a security blanket for you. I feel like that as a fan is something, you know, there are multiple aspects of being a fan, and part of it is, you know, you like the sound, and you like, for me, one of the biggest aspects of a band for me is the singer, and I have to like their vocals. Right, yeah. It could sound like any genre, but if I don't like their vocals, it's not for me.
And it's a tough kind of balance, though, too, because, like, we all do it. We all turn to music whenever we're really struggling. But we need to remember too that it's not these artists' jobs to keep us afloat and make us better. Of course, absolutely. If you need to use them as a crutch, that's what a crutch is there for. It's to be there for you until you can stand on your own. Mm-hmm. But it kind of comes back to the whole thing about like what fans demand. I feel like it kind of intermingles with that. But like, it's so important to just remember that
it's definitely twofold. It's, you know, bands create music that talks about what they're going through, and you know, you talk about
everybody's looking for connection.
Everybody's looking for
that's why it's like I feel this way. I'm going to put this out into the universe and hope somewhere someone feels the same way.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've heard of one single instance where someone was actually alone.
Right.
No.
And like you recently, like, and I know it's not out yet, but you've written new songs.
Yeah.
And I feel like the new songs you've written I feel like they're so
personal. Yeah.
And
they're definitely some of the more personal songs I think I've written lyrically.
And it's something that I, as a fan, know that if I was going through a situation like that, I would be grateful for that connection.
Yeah, because I mean, like, from, you know, again, flipping the script, like, from my side, I wrote some of those songs about the hardest time in my life. Not 2020 specifically, but the past overall year has been one of the hardest years of my entire life. And the fact that I can write something and somebody can, like, relate to it. And like you said, like, connect like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's so important. I'm going to, like, get all teary-eyed talking about this. I'm going to get all misty-eyed talking about this. Ugh. Feelings gross.
I already cried earlier today, so I got it out ahead of time.
I'm proud of myself. I haven't cried in a while.
Wow.
I know. I'm so strong. That sounded so bad. Gosh. Oh my God.
I can sit here and joke about it because the both of us have seen each other through mental lows over the past year.
Yeah.
365 days ago, I was not in this place.
Yeah. We've both, you know, just between the two of us, we've, like,
there were times.
We've seen our darkest moments.
Right. I mean, I remember going over to your house last December and you'd be in bed and you wouldn't get out of bed and you wouldn't do anything.
It's so sad.
You were. And I was like, the concern was real. The level of concern was very high.
Tyler, if you're watching this, I love you.
Me and Andy Beers. But I mean, that was the thing. Is like, for me, even going through those moments, I remember putting on songs and music, and I don't want to pull out my Jonas Brother card again because this is a rock and metal show.
Do it. If it inspires you and if you love it, do it. Who cares what other people think?
The Jonas Brothers I was going through a very severe breakup. No, let's get it out there. I was going through a very severe breakup a little over a year ago. And
hey, I mean, love is one of the hardest things in life. So it's like, people make fun of like breakup songs and love songs, but it's like, how many things have you done in your life that have been influenced by love? Let's be real.
Precisely.
I can't
believe I just used that word.
I love it.
I was going through this terrible breakup, and the Jonas Brothers have the song called Come Back.
Come back to me.
That's the one. And man, I would put that shit on in my car, and I would cry on my way home from work every single day.
Shit, I wouldn't even go through anything difficult, and I would cry that song.
Right. And then now, like, I look at myself where I was then and now, and I saw a post on it was on my Facebook timeline, but someone said, progress is dancing to songs you used to cry to.
Oh,
and I now play that song and sing along to it on the piano all the time at home. And so like the shift in my mental well-being.
It's evident.
It is.
It's very, I was going to use your word precisely, but it didn't fit there.
Right. But
it was very precise.
It was precise.
That didn't make sense.
But the way music affected me and carried me through it.
Yeah.
Is undeniable. The way
absolutely.
Music works to heal people.
Yeah, because
it's undeniable.
I mean, I've probably said it a billion times by now, but just the fact that it's like, if you're listening to a song and you hear one line, you hear one verse, you hear a stanza, it doesn't matter what it is, you hear one specific thing, and you're like, that is word for word how I'm feeling.
Yeah. How
did they put that in words? How did they take this thing in my brain and put it out into the world so clearly? Like, that's it. They hit the nail on the head. Like, that happens to me all the time. I'm like, dang, why can't I write lyrics like that?
Same. Just kidding.
Wow.
But I mean, it reminds you of the beauty of this earth and that you are not alone.
You're not alone. No.
See, in my head, I went to Seosin.
To what?
Seosin has a song called You're Not Alone.
Oh, it's probably okay. It's probably not as good as Missy Eyes On.
I beg to differ, but okay.
That's fine.
Love you.
Love you.
But it's the contrast between artist and fan. There was a Rolling Stone article.
Yeah.
And it was like a staggering, 72% of artists had come forward saying that they were facing some sort of mental illness. And this article was written in January of 2020.
Wow, I wonder what the number is now.
99.9%.
102%
of artists. And the thing is, at the end, we're all, I don't want to be we're all going through this together, but I had a moment the other day where I sat back and just kind of thought about something. So one of my favorite bands, State Champs.
Love them.
I love them. They've not been able to tour. They haven't been in the studio. They haven't released new music. One of the guys in State Champs tweeted the other day and was like, I did my first day on a 9 to 5 in 4 years today.
Oh, that would be so weird.
Right. And he was like, I just want to let you guys know I miss you. I miss my job. I miss playing music.
What is his 9 to 5? I'm curious. Did it say?
It's not relevant. He tweeted somebody about it. He worked at Tesla for detailing cars at Tesla. But I was like,
dang, if you're gonna have 9 to 5, at least it's that. I mean, not to downplay what he's talking about, but I mean that's still pretty cool.
But it was such a it was a very raw reminder that artists go through it.
Yeah, and especially right now, it's their livelihood is literally stripped away.
Right. The reality of how human they are.
Yeah.
Hit like a brick sitting and reading that. I had to read it over a couple times. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I see them on tour every time they come to town. I've seen them at the Tabernacle. I've seen them at the Masquerade. I saw them on Warped Tour. I've seen them so many times and they seem so big, so famous. There's no way that would happen to them. And here we are.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It is.
There's, I can't even imagine how they feel. And it's even your Neck Deep guys.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the stuff they've posted. Yeah.
Ben posted, did you see Ben's post the other day?
Which one?
Well, they were talking about, the album just came out.
Oh, yeah.
Distortions are intentional. And he was talking about how depressed it made him because they couldn't tour to promote it.
Yeah, because you promote it for months and it's the first thing on your mind and it's new for months. Except when you just push something out and then you go to your 9 to 5 the next day, it's it kills the buzz.
It does, and I can't imagine how much they're hurting going through all this and trying to stay afloat.
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's crazy.
The reality is, the world is not what it seems.
Yeah, everybody puts on a front.
Right.
And sometimes it's okay. If that's how you cope, then that's how you cope. But it's important to know that
other people are going through it
Other
too.
people are going through it, man. And you really are never alone. You're not the only person going through whatever it is. Maybe you have to search a little bit to find other people. Yeah. And get some support.
That's the beauty of the music community is
that's what it's for.
There's a huge community of people who may not be going through the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But are turning to the same resources as you to find solace.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. And it's important. And it's necessary. And it's... Mm-hmm. I wish there was a better way to explain how necessary music can be for a person. Because I feel like there's... it sucks as bad as it is. There are people out there who just don't understand how impactful music can be.
Yeah.
People think it's silly. People are just whatever. It's a songs on the radio.
It's oh, you want to be a musician? You should get a real job.
Right.
I hate that.
So
next time you go and watch a movie, next time you go stand in an elevator, next time you go to a restaurant, next time you go anywhere or do anything, turn on the radio, open up Spotify.
Yeah.
That's
art. That's things people did. Art makes the world go around. I'm a firm believer of that.
Absolutely. Literally everything.
And art is the personification of emotion and feeling.
Yeah. And it's even something as simple, well, I say simple, but even if you are online and you go to a website, someone had to design that. Even in it's art.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. You want a nice wallpaper? Guess what? Art.
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 Oh. That's so nice.
That was so cheesy. I loved it. Thank you. Okay. Anyway. People are gonna hate it. They're gonna be like, oh, they're being gross again. Anyway, I feel like we should talk about a happier topic.
Right. But before we move on to that, I do want to say that there is help.
Always.
And there is hope. And this is not... If you're contemplating suicide and you're looking for a sign to not, this is it.
This is an hour-long sign saying don't.
Leah and Megan looking you in your eyeballs and telling you are worthwhile, you are worthy of love, you are worthy of care, you are important, and you matter in this world. If you did not have a place in this world, you would not be here.
Absolutely.
You may not know it now, but trust me, it comes. Yeah. I sit here every single day, and I wonder what my purpose is, but I know that life is good, and I know that plans change, and I know that I'm not always going to be where I'm planted. Mm-hmm. But that's the beauty of life, is the journey.
Man, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And even, it's going to sound a little sucky, I guess, but like, even if your reason for going through something terrible is for the sole purpose of helping other people. That's your purpose. That's a great purpose.
Talk to Picasso.
We love Picasso.
We do.
What an artist.
But there is help, there is hope, there are resources you can use. You can call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. There are websites, there are resources. Please reach out to Hope for the Day. Hope for the Day can help you.
Yeah.
It is okay to not be okay, and it's a humbling experience to ask for help. And I understand how hard it can be. It is not, it's not glorifying in any way. There's
absolutely nothing wrong with it.
There's no shame in it.
No. I mean, you wouldn't be where you are, period, without any kind of help.
Right. And I feel like when I look back on my time of, when I first started taking, I'm on an antidepressant. Like I'll, be out on record. I have severe depression and I go to therapy every Wednesday. Shout out to my girl, Amy. I'm on an antidepressant. I remember when I first started all this, I felt so embarrassed to be that person.
And now you're like, hi, I'm Leah, and I go to therapy. Do you?
I go to therapy.
You should.
I'm the number one therapy advocate on the planet, girl. I'll tell you what. And I'll tell you this while we're on it. Call the crisis intervention line at Georgia Crisis. Thank you. Yeah, if you're in Georgia, please do. Mm-hmm. Jesus need help carrying the cross. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
We love a good analogy.
Yeah, we do. But it's important to recognize that other people are going through it. You're not alone. It's not the end. Suicide does not eliminate. What's the saying?
It doesn't. Oh man, it's like
suicide doesn't fix the problem. It eliminates it from getting better.
Something along those lines. Yeah.
Please, I don't want to be like get help. I'm not talking to anyone specifically, but if you need help, reach out for it. It is there. It is for you. It is not shameful. It is not embarrassing. It is a means to a much more beautiful end.
Yeah. Because I mean, just like, I don't know, it's just think about like how much better things will be on a day-to-day basis.
Things are so much better for me. I can sit here and tell you right now, as someone who went through it, mm-hmm. If you're going through hell, keep going.
Oh man, I was going to sing a country song. I forgot the lyrics.
Okay. Anyways, we will not end you on a negative note. We've got about 6 more minutes. We'll pick it up a little bit.
Yeah!
What's a fun story you want to tell tonight, Megan?
Oh,
man.
I went to a bar for the first time in a long time the other day. I did. Oh, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Yes.
Thank you.
But yeah. Anyway, I went to a bar for the first time in a while.
That's nice.
That sounds like a weird segue. I didn't like that. Like, get help. Anyways, I went drinking. It was fun. It was just a weird thing. Like, I felt somewhat normal.
Did you?
Yeah.
I felt somewhat normal at my CrossFit competition this weekend.
Nice.
It was nice.
Oh, that's way more exciting than me going to a bar. Please talk about it.
Oh, okay. So,
how many people did you compete against, and what place did you come in?
There were 62 athletes, 33 women, 14 in my category or in my division, and I came in 6th.
Woo!
I should have come in 5th. I was analyzing my score sheet this morning, and I was like, damn it. So anyways, I do CrossFit, and I competed at the Festivus Games this weekend. It was my first CrossFit competition ever. I drove all the way to Charleston because they did not have one here in Metro Atlanta because the state of emergency still exists, and we cannot host large events. So up in the beautiful state of South Carolina, I went up and competed at a really wonderful gym called Titus Strength and Fitness. I'm going to give them a plug here. If you're in the Charleston area, you should give them a try. They're awesome, and I love them, and they were such gracious hosts to have all of us. There were four workouts. The first one was a 10-minute time cap. It was 20 bar over burpees, 30 back squats, 40 sit-ups, 30 back squats, 20 bar over burpees. And you had 10 minutes to finish it. Are you making that face at me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would die.
I almost did. I literally had to take a few seconds in between each of my last burpees. I was like, I'm not gonna make it. But then you get like an hour and a half to 2 hours of rest in between each workout, so you have time to recover.
Mm-hmm.
The second workout was a workout called Curtis over unders, and it was a movement called a Curtis P, which is a power clean. Do you know what a clean is?
No.
Okay, so you start on the floor and you pick it up like this. It's 55 pounds.
Bend and snap.
Basically, it's a bend and snap. It's a CrossFit bend and snap. And then you lunge back, one reverse lunge on each leg, and then you press it overhead. It's 55 pounds, so it's not that bad.
Oh my god.
And you do that 3 times, and then you have to do 9 box overs.
I do 9-ounce curls.
Good for you. That's a great place to start. Is that it? Is that your 9-ounce curls? Okay. I love it.
Sorry, this is a 12 fluid ounce curl.
There you go. That's
even better.
More than you thought. So anyways,
I'm going to work out while she talks about working out.
Okay. So you do as many rounds as possible for 5 minutes of those. So it's 9 box overs, but you can either jump or step onto the box and then step over. And so you repeat that. You do 3 Curtis P's and 9 box overs, as many rounds as possible for 5 minutes. I bet.
I'm feeling that burn.
And then you get a minute rest, and then you have to do 150 single under jump ropes, and you get 2 minutes to do it. And I tripped on my jump rope one time because I got too nervous.
Oh no.
And I came in second at 59 seconds, and the girl who beat me did it in 57. And I was like, had I not tripped on my jump rope, I would have won the jump rope competition. I was mad.
Oh my god.
But anyways, the third workout was a deadlift workout, and this was my favorite one. And so it was 3 30-second rounds, and it was max deadlifts in 30 seconds. So you got 3 minutes at the very beginning to load the bar up with your weight. And so I did 130 pounds. And the first round I did 25. The second round I did 20. And the third round I did 15. So it averaged out to 20 per round with a score of 7,800. And the girl who beat me did 7,820. And I was like, oh my gosh, had I done one more rep, I would have beat you. But anyways, and then the fourth workout, which was the most miserable workout of all time, it was 2 2-minute rounds. It was 20 wall balls. Do you know what a wall ball is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 20 wall balls and then max calories on the rower, which doesn't seem that bad until you're on the rower sitting there going, I'm going to die and I have to do this again in like 30 seconds. Right. So you're just like busting it out, trying to get your max calories. And so you do that twice. And at the 4-minute mark, you're done. And at the 4-minute mark, I fell off my rower. Nice. I was like, I'm done. But that was it. God. And it was really fun. And I can't wait for my next one. The next one's in April. The next Festivus is in April. Nice. But I'm hoping to compete again before then.
You can do it. You're probably coming like first this next time.
I don't know about that. I got to lose a few more pounds and get some abs and not drink so many White Claws. But it was fun and I enjoyed it. And I would absolutely do it again.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at you. Fitness is very important.
She CrossFits.
She CrossFits.
She does.
Oh, man, I wish I had like an outro thing for it. Where it's like, she headbangs, but it says CrossFit instead.
Will you make me one of those?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so nice.
I got you, girl.
But anyways, to give my shameless plug to my wonderful coaches at CrossFit North Cobb, who train me every week and put up with me every week.
We love them.
5 days a week.
Ooh.
Can you imagine putting up with me 5 days a week?
Oh my god.
They do it. Coach David, especially. David, if you're watching this, man. I messaged him because he couldn't go with us because it's 5 hours away.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like messaging him like every 30 minutes. I'm like, my arms hurt. He's like, roll them. I'm like,
okay, I'm sorry.
But he told me at one point, he was like, I don't care, because it was for the deadlifts. I was like, my arms are gonna hurt so bad. He's like, don't let go of the bar at all. I was like, oh. He's like, no, I don't care if you missed a potato head and your arms rip off your body. Do not let go of that bar.
Okay, cool.
So I did it.
Well,
my arms hurt.
Well, on that note, that's a good inspirational thing. I feel like no matter what happens, don't let go of the bar.
Don't let go of the bar. Don't think, just lift.
Don't think, just lift.
I just say this to myself.
Lift yourself up.
Lift your spirit.
Lift your spirit.
Get
and lift a lot of weight sometimes.
Yeah.
If you want to. That's your thing.
Anyways, thanks so much. This has been She Headbangs. You can check out all of our prior episodes on Spotify. Type in She Headbangs. All 3 of our first episodes are up right now. You can do that. Do it to it. Anyways, we'll be back next week for episode 5. I don't know what the topic is, or I would tell you. Do you know, Megan?
I don't.
Cool. Anyways, we're not prepared.
No, we are. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
But yes, we're on Spotify. We're also on YouTube if you want to rewatch us being idiots.
And we're also on Planet Earth.
Sometimes. But yeah, go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, probably TikTok, and all of those other social medias that the kids use.
If you can still download TikTok,
you can. It's not banned.
It's not banned.
Ha ha ha. The government lost again. Anyway.
And on that note, here is our shameless plug for all of our social media handles. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.